All right, watch this, okay? Oh, I am the #1 player, baby. So hello gamers, today I'm going to be showing you the slowest gun in every single category. Let's just jump right into it. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. But starting it off, we have the G11. A lot of people know about the G11 burst. It's actually the fastest firing assault rifle at 2,100 RPM, but it also has an automatic mode. The automatic mode sucks. It has bad recoil, although it has gotten better recoil in the past couple of years, I guess. But it has 460 RPM and it just doesn't do a lot of damage. It can shoot for a very long time because it has 45 rounds and it has just barely more RPM than the grease gun, but it does literally like half the damage. It's not completely awful. You can use it, I guess. It's a 3-shot torso instead of a 2-shot limb from the M3A1, so just don't use this ever. Use it on burst. It's really, really good. But next up, we have battle rifle. Now, battle rifle, obviously, it's the Henry. If you don't want to go with this one because it's kind of more of a sniper rifle, AK-12 battle rifle does have that one conversion. The Henry, you know, it's a torso killing sniper rifle, but technically a battle rifle, and it is extremely good. It only has 100 RPM, but for a bolt action or lever action, it's one of the highest RPM guns of that type, and yeah, it goes extremely hard. It has a close range torso kill, all range headshot kill, not great velocity, not great min damage, really good torso kill range as well, 81 studs or something, which is just kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really, really good gun for sniper rifles, and for close range, it is up there, man. This is one of the first videos I made on my channel, was a weapon review of the Henry. I have fond memories of this gun. I remember using it at like 30 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. For PDW, it will clearly be the M3A1. The M3A1 is a really, really fun 2-hit killing PDW. Even with muzzle booster, which I'm currently using, it's extremely accurate, and it has 480 RPM, which is not really the fastest RPM of all time, but it packs quite a punch. It does 48 with a torso multi and a 1.65 headshot multi, so it can do 80 headshot damage in CQC, down to 25, but of course it still has those multis, so it does like 40 headshot at any range and can 4-hit kill anywhere in the body at any range, which is also really good for PW. Also, the hipfire is incredibly accurate. Definitely one of my favorite slow shooting guns. I probably have about 1,500 kills or something on it. I used to kind of main this gun. Another video that I actually made when I was a very small channel. Next up, we have LMG. M60 used to be tied with the RPK until a couple of years ago when they nerfed the RPM by a little bit. It has 550 RPM, which I'm gonna be real, it's not that bad. It's not the fastest of any gun ever, but it's still pretty fast. They also increased the recoil when they changed that, so it still feels like it packs quite a punch, and it really does. It does a ton of damage, and it has 100 bullets. Still an extremely strong gun. It's definitely not the best LMG in the game, but if you can't aim and stuff, it's the one that you can shoot for the longest. So you want 100 bullets and really slow RPM, so you can shoot for like, I think 13 seconds total. Yeah, if you're using oil filter, I think it's like 13 seconds I calculated that you can literally just shoot continuously for, which is pretty nice considering guns like the Vector, for example, they can shoot for about 1.25 seconds. If you want to shoot 13 times as long, that's kind of cool. You also have the 1858 carbine, of course, for the carbines, but also guns like the Jury and the Gyrojet carbine are pretty close. I'll just talk about the Gyrojet carbine because 1858 carbine is literally just, you know, the same thing as the Henry, but slightly worse, I'd say. This gun is pretty funny because it can torso kill at long range, but it has bad drop and it also has bloom. Probably have heard about it from other videos if you've seen them on my channel. Really high rank gun, really, really good gun, but not for everybody because it actually, I don't know if you could say it takes skill. Like it kind of takes skill, you know, in a way. You kind of got to account for drop, but it does torso kill at any range. If you hit your shots, extremely powerful gun. It does more damage as the range progresses because in real life, this thing, even though it never really got used at all, like it was made, but it was never really used. It shoots rockets essentially, and they should gain velocity as distance increases. But in this game, they just didn't want to program that, I guess. So it doesn't increase velocity, it increases damage, which is way better, honestly. I would much rather have a torso kill at long range than a little bit better velocity range, because that would be kind of weird as well. Like the gun starts dropping a lot and then starts dropping less. It might actually make it harder to use, maybe. For shotgun, of course, it is the KS23M, especially because of the harpoon attachment. Harpoon says it has 65 RPM, but clearly that is not 65 RPM. It cannot fire like 60 times a minute. It can fire about maybe 14 times a minute. 1.5 second reload? There's no way. That is not 1.5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, That's like a 3.5 second reload maybe. This conversion sucks. Don't ever use it. It's a meme ammo type. Kind of funny. It only has one bullet and it does really high damage in close range, but I literally use the BFG because this is just a BFG with bad drop. Without conversions, the slowest RPM gun in the shotguns is still the KS-23M at 65, which is kind of slow, but not that big of a deal. Oh my gosh, I actually hit mark. Can we get an instant replay of how much drop I just accounted for right there? Like, that was insane. It would be really funny if this had like a all range limb kill, but it doesn't, so it's just bad. It doesn't even do like exceptionally good damage or anything. It's a meme ammo type. It was never supposed to be good. Same with dart conversion. It was never supposed to be good. If you like just messing around, you know, it's kind of fun. How did I even hit a shot from that far, that low velocity? Like, I couldn't even hit it there. Like, that's a lot of drop, man. That's a lot of drop. Something about this conversion makes me want to use it. I don't know why. It also does like 50 billion damage. 115 times 50. It's 5,750 damage. For sniper rifle, we have either the NTW 20x110, which I don't think shows you the RPM. It says 28. That's not true. You might be thinking it is the BFG. And yes, it is the BFG if you're not going with any attachments, of course. But there's a very funny one that's slower than BFG by quite a bit. The BFG does have 16 RPM. I'm not sure how true that 16 RPM is. That sounds about right for the reload time and everything. So yeah, it's probably about 16. Why was I even alive there? That's about like 1 round every 4 seconds, and that sounds about right. There is a way to increase the RPM. I don't know if it shows up. If you put on Wildcat, it goes up to 22, so it does show. Wildcat will make your reload time faster. However, don't use Wildcat. It has amazing velocity, like 6,600 or something. 7,200 velocity. However, it does awful damage. It would be really nice to have .17 Wildcat have a close range torso kill. Please don't make it do that on the M107, but maybe on the BFG. But actually, the real slowest one is 22 long rifle and marksman kit on the FT300, which says it has a 1.7 second reload time. That is not true at all. It actually has 1 bullet and this reload time. So yeah, if I want to shoot it 1 time, also does 35 damage. I have talked about it in many videos because it's the worst gun in the entire game. Worse than the Boxy Buster, probably. I mean, technically, you can use it at longer ranges if you hit the head, because it does headshot kill and the velocity isn't awful. I don't know how I'm getting any kills though. Really, really bad, obviously, because a 3-shot or 4-shot with a gun that has this reload time is not very good, I'm not gonna lie. I wish 22 and marksman kit worked. Marksman kit basically gives you 10 rounds, but for some reason with 22 you get 1 bullet. 22 normally has this reload, which is really nice. The Scar SSR is the slowest DMR in the game. It's also the most powerful and headshot kill to like 170 studs. Basically 2-tap anywhere at any range, pretty cool, and kind of eviscerates people in long range, but not in this. You can't 1-tap to the torso, which is completely fine because it does still shoot pretty fast, not gonna lie. It's just the slowest of the DMRs, you know. Still one of easily the best DMRs in the game. I'm not gonna lie, really, really good one. Lots of velocity, highest damage in class. What are the highest velocity in class? It's not highest anymore because SLA has the funny marksman barrel. Very balanced barrel. Well, it makes the gun good, so I can't really complain too much. They could have just buffed the SLA, but I guess adding an attachment that makes it good is kind of nice as well. Okay. But next up, we have the pistol category. Now, the pistol category, basically, it's the GB. It says it has 50. Oh my gosh, this is a weird setup. I took off ballistics tracker. This game sucks, man. Literally kept on all of my attachments. Oh, sniper pistol. Pretty cool. Really, really far torso kill. It's farther than any other of these types of guns. But next up, we have machine pistol, which is pretty simple. Got PP2000 and ASMI. They are 600. So yeah, the slow shooting LMG is actually slower than the slow shooting machine pistol, which is kind of fair enough, actually. Like, if you think about it, that's not really something you should be too surprised about. Machine pistols are supposed to be fast, but the ASMI and the PP2000 are both really good. PP2000 does great damage, especially for a machine pistol, but in general, it's pretty good damage. As, you know, the better just overall close range performance. And the ASMI, of course, is the no recoil version that has, as you can see, no recoil. In my opinion, the PP2000 is better for me because ASMI is cool and all because it can work at long range, but okay, it doesn't even work at long range. It's good at long range, but the PP2000, it's got the close range, it's the kill, which is really nice. But then we have revolvers. Pretty simple. It's the Executioner at 120 RPM. That's me clicking as fast as possible. It used to have 250, and the 1858 used to be technically slower. Now this has 120, which is pretty fair because it one-shots to the torso, so it's still over 2 times as fast as the GB50, but it does like the same thing. It doesn't do it as far, but it does pretty close. Balanced revolver, not gonna lie, you know, nothing too broken about this gun. Last up, of course, we have obviously the SFG-50. You could also say the Saiga 12U with 50 BMG has the slowest reload because it can't reload, and that's technically infinite. But if you don't, it's basically just the SFG. SAS is pretty close to it, but you know, let me try to get one kill with this gun to end the video. Okay, now I gotta basically have to F5 every single time I miss. Okay, I missed. We gotta not miss. Are you serious? What? This has like severe aim choke too. So even though I was looking directly at him, aim choke is one of the most balanced and skill-based things ever. Because random RNG to your shots is really, you know, you have to just be skilled. Watch this, okay? Oh, I am the #1 player, baby.